Tom Downey here for the Cowboys Report. A $5 super thanks from Richard Robinson. Dak ain't it. Ceedee wasn't ready to play. Run game sucks and no run D. Ferguson and Aubrey are the only dogs on this team. I think Fergie is a dog. Like, I think he has the attitude that you're searching for there. I don't think Dak was good enough for the first 3 quarters, then was great in the fourth quarter, but that's too little too late. Like, I think there are bigger issues, but he needs to be better too. Both things are accurate. Pretty frustrated with Lamb after that game. Yeah, come on, man. Be better. And yeah, your running game on both sides of the ball is absolutely terrible, and frankly, it's so bad it makes the rest of your team puts them in a really bad spot. Chargers 1213 just says thank you. Thank you, my friend. Even if I disagree, or even just a thanks, a super thanks, we'll get you a shout out on the show because we appreciate your support here on the Cowboys Report. It allows you to donate outside of live videos. No different than a super chat. It's just a on-demand version. Mighty Ant 0215. This came in before this week's slate of games. In reference to Micah's public comments, coming the leader that we all question, referring to his comments. Did it again this week? I hope so. I don't know if we will ever know that answer for certain. Especially if the defense keeps playing like this. But guys needed to be called out. I hope that the coaching staff benches players too. We'll see what happens. Jotman, $5. I understand it's early, but I think we could have been mulling this one over. But I kind of been mulling this one over. Would you rather Dallas go 6-11, miss the playoffs, guarantee McCarthy's gone, have a top 10ish draft pick with the help to address one of the many needs of the top prospect, or get hot, finish 13-4, and also lose in the first round again, not guarantee McCarthy is gone, have a back end of the first round pick? So, if you don't tell me the playoff outcome, give me the first answer every time, or the second one. Give me the 13-4 every time. I will take my chances that this year is going to be different, but at least you're good. If you still promise me McCarthy's gone in that case, I'll still take that answer. If I know it's a 13-4 season and you are one and done again, I think the pain and suffering that we would go through from October, November to December and into the beginning of January is probably worth it. It puts you in a better spot for 2025. Because if I'm just going to go one and done again, if I'm just going to be a playoff failure, that's not fun for me. And it's probably going to be the exact same issues. There's no ground game. The coaching staff somehow has the players unprepared. Offense starts slow. Defense never shows up. You had against the Packers last year, right? So in that scenario, I think I'd lean towards the 6-11 if I know I go one and done. If I don't know that I go one and done, give me the second one, and I'll keep my fingers crossed that good things happen. So will the Cowboys make the playoffs? They might not. I had them starting the year 1-2, but I don't feel great about where they're at. Y for yes, N for no. Object Pawar, need help on the offensive line. 78 and 60 need to be benched. Here's your issue. Who you putting out there? Putting out Awesome Richards and Matt Waletzko? I've seen those guys play. 78 and 60 are still better. They have not been good enough. And I get that a lot more for Guyton. He's a first-year player. Steele is, he's just not good enough. You got to be better. I think he's better than what it was last year, but still not good enough. But I don't have solutions. Like, yeah, do better. Like, I can bench other players. I can't bench those guys unless I'm gonna punt on the experiment altogether with Guyton and just never play him and put Smith at left tackle. What am I gonna do? $1 from Jotman. If we lose to Giants, besides Dak, Ceedee, and Micah, and the rookies, who would you say is off the market? I don't like it, but Zack Martin deserves better, and I don't know how much longer he has. If you do a full sale, fire sale, like, and this is the fire sale option, which I like having this conversation, by the way. If you do this, anyone who is not under contract next year should be on the block. Brandon Cooks should be on the block. Other and guys that aren't critical factors. Like the guys that I would say are off the market. Tyler Smith, not trading him. I think you're right. I think if you're not going to have Martin next year, just trade him. If you're just going to sell, it seems sacrilegious, but go let him try to win somewhere else and take the assets. looking through the depth chart here, Overshown, who's also kind of a rookie, can stay. Like, maybe Diggs. That's it. It's like Ferguson and Tyler Smith. Like, everyone else, come make an offer beyond those guys that you just mentioned. Hell, maybe you don't trade your kicker. Like, I'll say this about Zack Martin, too. He's mortal now. He has not been the same guy. He's not bad, not terrible, but he is not like the best guard in football anymore. He's just not. He's through 3 games, he's not. Tim Raines, give me a trade target to save the Cowboys season. Aaron Donald in his prime for a 5th-round pick. I don't have anything. You know? Like a realistic trade target to save season doesn't exist. I don't think it exists. Like, I love Jonathan Allen. I don't think he saves your season. He helps you. But, like, I don't have the options out there. I truly don't. That's what concerns me. And, frankly, I would question if making a trade even is a good idea. Because you have got a lot of cap space next year and a new coaching staff. Maybe keep your powder dry. Will the Cowboys make any trades? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Let me know in the comment section of today's show. From Paul, use our worst offensive lineman in the I formation, the battering ram. What do we have to lose? Refrigerator Perry, it's a blast from the past. I'm just trying to think. I guess I can't find. I'm looking at the splits. I think I can find the splits from that angle. Here's my concern. If you do that, so let's say this. If you do that, you are going to have stacked boxes. Because oftentimes, the stacked box, light box, etc., is a direct correlation of just like what you have in front of you. Like, okay, they bring out a fullback, you're going to go heavy personnel. You're averaging 3.3 yards per carry against a stacked box. That normally comes because you got a fullback out there. That's above league average. I don't know if that really does much for you. It's just going to be the same inside zone stuff. In fact, they actually are more inclined to run it wide against that outside, against stat boxes. I just got the advanced numbers here in front of me. Try it, but if they know you're going to run, that's also pretty predictable. From Well, Why Not? This point is 0.85 Bears. Put 8 online against teams and send everyone at the QB and or running back every play, regardless if the QBs get beat. Eventually, the quarterback will just dirt the ball. Okay, it's a strategy. I'll settle for 5 on the line. I'll go Micah and Osa and probably Mazia by default. Not a great spot to be, folks. Lawrence and Nealand. God, you got to see your personnel issues, right? But that, like, try 5 on the line. Try some bear fronts. Try some 5-2, you know, 4-3 overs, 4-3 unders. Like, try stuff. That we're kind of desperate here, but that's where you're at. Now, hopefully, your defense can make some more turnovers. So we're gonna speak it into existence. Get your Cowboys turnover chain at chatsports.com/Cowboys chain. This one is the navy one. Mine's got the silver brackets on it. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. That's chatsports.com/Cowboys chain. Tom's second kid. I was going to buy a Corvette Z06 this summer for, I hope that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce car names. I don't know if it's a Z6 or I say it's Z06. I don't know. Whatever. Instead, I bought 10 Honda Civics and a Gremlin for the same cost. Hey, you should try getting it wet. Good things happen when you get your Gremlin wet, I am told. It's very funny, that comment, by the way. I get what you're going for, by the way. Like, it's good. You know, why get Derrick Henry? You can get a Zeke and a Royce Freeman for the same cost. That's how it goes, right? Tell me, man, would you trade Parsons for Pikachu, I think you mean Pacheco, and fuck no. I will swear on that. Funny nickname, but no. I'm not trading a defensive end for a running back. I'm not trading a premier pass rusher for a running back. No, never doing that. What else are they going to give me? Do I get Xavier Worthy and 2 first-round picks? Okay, now we can have a conversation. But also, you put any back in there, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same results. Guess who gets a lot of light boxes? The Chiefs. Guess who has a great run scheme? The Chiefs. Coaching matters. Abja Pawar, who would you bench? I feel bad here. But I have looked at these safeties. And there have been comments made this week about like not doing their jobs. And I kind of think that's the safeties. I don't know. I just like they're just not where they need to be. Like that I posted the one clip of Derrick Henry. They ran kind of a counter, whether it was intentional or not. Left side of the line kind of does this job. Mozzie gets double teamed, but takes on the double team. Now he's pushed too far back, but there's a gap there. And Donovan Wilson is very clearly supposed to be in that gap. What does Donovan Wilson do? He runs over the left guard. He's two gaps the wrong way and just takes himself out of the play. So Henry gets to the second level. The third level comes. And Trayvon Diggs is in the right spot. He is forcing Henry back inside, and he's supposed to have help from Malik Hooker. Malik Hooker tries to bounce around to the outside of the lead receiver instead of just taking the inside spot. And what ends up happening is Diggs has help, but the help isn't there, and Hooker misses the play, and now it's a massive chunk gain. It's just, like, you got all three levels of suck right now. I don't think Kendricks was great in this one. In general, you just had way too many missed tackles, even from some of your best players. Like Tank and Micah couldn't quite bring some guys down. I can't wait to get Deron Bland back out there at corner. But do you have options? I would love to try different defensive tackles, but Denzel Daxon and Philosophies are not answers. Like, Daxon would not be on the press field if he wasn't a freebie. I don't believe that. He's just a free player right now. So you keep him and have him try to develop. Whatever. Can I give Nealon more reps? Like, he hasn't been great either. Like, I don't. My biggest issue on defense is I would like to bench some players. I don't have the options. I don't have the bodies. I can bench my safeties, but I don't have anything else to try on my front four. I don't have good players. I don't have depth because you lost your depth and you never replaced them. Walter, is this the Dalvin Cook week? I am sure by the time this mailbag goes out, we will know for certain. I wouldn't be shocked either way. Your ground game is bad. You got to try stuff. Also, it's a short week, so maybe it's not the week to totally overhaul your run scheme because it has to be outside zone. Your head coach said that. It has to be outside zone. Can you install an outside zone base scheme, which you don't run right now, in 3 days? I don't know. Would you give Dalvin a chance? A for yes, B for no. Let me know in the comments of today's show. Who let Marshall in here? F Marshall in the comments. Tom, why will the Giants beat the Cowboys? I will give you an honest answer here, Marshall. The ways the Giants beat the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna. Do you want to go to my? There's a list 3 logos. It's going to be in the preview section. I know how to beat the Dallas Cowboys. If I were the Giants, I would run 3 plays. 3 plays on offense. Play number 1. Pretty straightforward. You run the ball with Devin Singletary. All you have to do. Next up, run the ball with Daniel Jones. The Ravens showed you the game plan. The third thing I would do is F it. Malik Neighbors is down there somewhere. Malik Neighbors is awesome. That man is carrying the Giants passing game. Like there was one drive against the Browns, ended up being massive for them. He turned an interception into a explosive play by mossing a dude, and then went sky high to pull in a bad throw from Daniel Jones to a touchdown. He's awesome. Like, these are the plays that you have to run. That is how you beat Dallas. You do that, and if the Cowboys can't stop you on defense, they're not going to win the game. That is how you do it. So we will have daily Dallas Cowboys, including a preview. 2 of them actually up on the channel that are a bit more Cowboys geared. Again, F Marshall in the comments. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. Chris B. McCarthy being set up to fail sucks, but he's had the past 3 years. I agree. The Cowboys have done Mike McCarthy dirty, and he put himself in this spot by not being a good enough coach previously. Both things are true. Matthew Gomez, trade for Zamir White and Jonathan Allen. You can try stuff. I will say it's not like Zamir White has been very good either. He's been a little bit better, but not a lot. He's slightly better than what you have. I don't know if that drastically moves the needle. If I can get him for a day 3 pick, why not? I think you got big issues. I'd rather have someone that's faster, frankly. I do like the Jonathan Allen trade idea. On the flip side of an Allen trade, he's a little bit older, but both those guys could be multi-year solutions, so it's not the worst idea. But I don't think one running back fixes your problems, unless it's like McCaffrey, healthy McCaffrey. I would say maybe what J.K. Dobbins is currently doing, but that's a different conversation for a different time because what the Chargers are doing up front with their offensive line too.